Hi everyone, Amy here, and I have a simple batched birthday card idea to share with you. So let's jump right in. I'm going to show you the stencils that I'm using. These are all from A Colorful Life Designs. That first one is called Simple Grid. This one is called Corners. And they're all 6x6 that I'm using today, but there are different sizes in the shop if you want to check them out. This is the Basket Weave stencil. And then next up I have a few more here. I have the Arrowhead Chevron, the Sweater Knit, and the Mermaid Scales. And I will link all the products that I used in the video description box below. And I do also have a coupon code if you want to shop for some stencils. If you use the code AMYFAN10 at checkout, then you'll save 10% on your complete order. And then this beautiful floral is the In Blooms stamp set from Concord and Ninth. And here's some pictures of the cards that I'm going to make for you today. To get started, I'm just laying down these top fold card bases. This is A2 size, 110 pound cardstock. And I'm going to use the magnets on the Wendy Vecchi station just to kind of hold the stencils in place. And I have my blending brushes, and as you can see, there's no ink pads shown at this point. And the reason being is I'm just using residual ink that's already on my brushes. I tend not to clean them in between, knowing that I'll probably come back and use them for some other purpose. And what I like here is that it's very not very saturated. It's very light, kind of almost pastel, because I don't want it to take away too much from the floral. I just want it to create kind of an interesting, subtle background. So I'm just going to use all 6 of these on 6 different card bases with various different color family blending brushes. You can see I have this yellow one here with the corners stencil. And then on this simple grid, I'm just deciding which color I want to use, changing my mind. And I end up deciding on the purple brush, but again, it's just residual ink that's left over on my blending brushes, but I will use my Catherine Pooler mini ink pads to do the stamping in a little bit here. So I'm just working through all these card bases, and these, as you can tell, are going to be very low profile, not bulky, easy to ship, and definitely easy to batch. So if you need, to stock up on some quick and easy birthday cards, either for a donation or for your stash, then this might be a good idea for you. So I have my my original full-size Misty here, and I have that huge floral stamp, and I'm just using these corners. I can't remember what they're called, but I'll link them in the product description box below as well. But I'm just using the magnet to hold the card base in place, and then I'm using those corners just to kind of hold it so that I can have the floral over the edge of the card base and still have it fit within the Misty. So I'm using this beautiful orange color and just pouncing that ink pad down on this huge floral, and then I'm just going to stamp it right down on this card base. So as you can see, everything is all on this single layer, just stamping it right down. I dropped my ink pad there. That could have been a disaster. Thankfully it landed in the correct way so it didn't ruin my card base, but you can see just very simple stamping here with these juicy ink pads that lay down just gorgeous color and pigment. So just coming at it with all these different colors. Some of them are kind of monochromatic, other ones like this. I have a gray background with the blue floral. I don't really have a plan. I'm just kind of winging it as I go. But this is also another opportunity to use those floral stamps that you have in your stash if you don't feel like coloring. So don't be afraid of stamping with colors. You don't always have to stamp with black, and you don't always have to color them. So this is a fun alternative to use your floral stamps without necessarily having the time commitment of coloring them all in. So here you can see, I messed it up. I didn't really have it in place and kind of double stamped there, but that's okay. I'll be able to cover it up with my design here. So I'm just going to work through the rest of these card bases. Then you can see I die cut out Happy 6 times. I did 3 in this pretty holographic cardstock, and then the other in kind of like a matte gold. And I got this Happy die from this stamp and die set from Hero Arts. It has a really cool, nice thanks die and happy, and then all these sub-sentiments. So it's a really nice set to have in your stash. And I'm also using the birthday sub-sentiment here to kind of finish the design. So I'm going to use the die cut Happies and then stamp with the same color that I stamped the floral. I'm going to do birthday on all of those. And then I'm just going to liquid glue the Happy down. You could obviously die cut it out of some fun foam if you want some dimension, or put some foam tape. But I wanted these to be pretty simple and flat and easy to ship. So this is kind of what I did on all 6 cards. and just kind of getting it into position. And then I decided I wanted to round just one edge just to give it a little something extra. Now this corner chomper has a 1/4 inch side and a 1/2 inch side, and I decided to use the 1/2 inch side, but I didn't have it in there nested perfectly, so that's why I had to come back and do it again. But you can see super simple design, easy to batch. You can make a bunch of these in not very much time at all. So you can see all the different colors here. The possibilities are endless, and it's a fun way to use, like I said, your florals and your stencils, just kind of, you know, to create a nice, subtle, pretty background. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the thumbs up and consider subscribing. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Bye.